or agree with my opinion. Let's see if we can get a key. Oh my god, we got a shitload of points already. And that's what a racer is, basically. That's what it is. But I want a car that is Nissan. Preferably a Nissan. We'll see if I will get a different car. Because my brother right now has a BMWs and all. He has a BMW and he wants me to buy a BMW. Like, dude, they're expensive, you know. And I don't have the money for that. He's like, go get a job. Like, yeah, good luck with that one too, dude. Well, he tells me to get a job, you know. So that's fucking pretty hard. And he has his job and everything, but he owns a BMW, right? And they're pretty fast, yeah. But for my first car, I'm gonna get a used car, obviously, but his was used too, but not that new, because I want a Nissan, because I would love to get a Nissan Skyline, but too expensive, and I have to export it from Japan, because for some damn weird fucking reason, the United States don't fucking let them, because they're too fast. Well, yeah, they're fast and all that, but why wouldn't they? I don't know, I think it's because safety regulations and all that, so, and plus the emissions, and yeah. So if you guys are familiar with Nissans, you guys probably heard about the Nissan Skylines. If you guys haven't, they're awesome cars. I don't know if you guys do watch Top Gear, but that's an amazing show for car enthusiasts, because I love watching that. But I love watching the UK version. I don't know about the American one. So I'm sure it shows the same thing, but the UK, I don't know, it just makes me laugh even more, because they do one of the randomest stuff, and they just have great commentators, because they have been doing it for so long, and it shows, because the quality of their commentary is outstanding compared to any other car show. And you're gonna say, because they don't make you go to sleep, they properly inform you, and this is the reason why I shouldn't have stayed there. God damn. They properly inform you, but in a good, humanly, manly way, not in a lecture way. So yeah, I'm getting already off topic on that car thing. Oh my god, it's gonna take forever if I'm going at this right. So I want a Nissan, and I'm gonna make it not as rice, no way near rice. I'm gonna seriously, oh my god, because you guys are gonna say, oh, that's a Soul Rice car, but there's two main difference, because my car is, I would love to have an engine swap, because I would love to have the Skyline engine, because I have never seen a Nissan Skyline in my life. I have seen Honda's NSX, I've seen any car, I've seen Lamborghinis, Ferraris. The only Skyline I've seen is the GTR, like the old, new ones, but that's it, right? But the reason I want the Skyline engine, because they sound so sick, you know. It's amazing how sweet they sound. I don't know if I can put a video, audio clip into it. If you guys, I don't know, if I remember, I'll put the audio clip somewhere like about right now or something. So I hope I do show you that. And they sound that sick, right? But the engine costs about I want to say 5,000 for a good one, and you still have to buy a whole new transmission. You gotta make some custom parts, because it's obviously not made for the vehicle. And the Nissan I'm gonna get is a Nissan 240 SX, also known as the S14. I would love to get an S15, the Silvia, but you can't legalize them, so that's pretty gay. So not in that way, but you guys know what I'm saying. That sucks, you know, because I don't know. But hopefully in 2014, the Nissan Skyline R32 will be legalized. Well, it is, because it doesn't have 25 years of age, and once you have that period from any car in the world, you can export it to the US. So that's a good thing. But I'm sure exportation of the vehicle will be like 5,000, and plus you need to get a reliable person, or you have someone over there that will buy the car, but then you gotta buy an IR. An IR is a registered importer, and usually they charge a shitload to because they know Americans want that car. Like, not, yeah, I guess, but you guys are gonna say you say Americans, but I'm not. You really mean I guess the Asian group, or Mexicans, or whatever. And you guys are gonna say, why you use Mexican? Why don't you use Hispanic? Well, I personally am Mexican, so I have no harm in that. If I do harm anybody by my choice of words, feel free to comment saying it, and I will just try to stop saying the word, because you guys are a great value to me, and I just don't want to make you guys feel like I'm a fucking jackass, because that's never good, right? And I'm getting into a deep commentary right here. Oh my god, I don't even know how I'm doing so good right now. I don't know. So, like, yeah, I want to get that car, and just like I said, I want the engine swap, preferably the RB26. That's a Skyline engine, but I just can't, because you can't legalize it because it's a Japanese motor, because it doesn't pass the emissions and all that stuff. So that's pretty. That sucks. Hopefully in the future, someday, you will actually be able to do that. But for now, I think I'm gonna have to settle for the VQ35. If you know what the VQ35 is, it's just basically a 350Z engine, and I love the 350Z engine. It sounds sick. And yes, I can go with the LS1 swap, and the LS1 is the Corvette engine, but that still runs you $5,000. And but the good thing about the VQ, because they're such mass-produced engines, they are about $1,000 for like a 2005 model, and it still has good mileage and all that stuff, so that's a win-win. But with the VQ, you need to buy custom drivetrains, custom engine mounts, and for everything it's gonna be a little bit over $5,000, and plus to get the car is gonna be like $3,000 or $5,000, so it's a $10,000 project. And then after you're done with that, you got to get the engine barred if you want to have it legal. People do engine swaps legally, like the RV26, like the one I said with the Skyline, but if you get caught, your car gets seized, you got to go pay a fine, and you're gonna have so many headaches of paying fines, and on the long run, it's cheaper to have it legalized. So I've seen forums about it, and one of my friends, if he ever does get the 240 like me personally, he's gonna do the VQ35, and if everything goes well for him, and yeah, he does the wiring properly, he gets everything done like it should, I'm gonna tell him if he can do it for me, because he has this guy that will do his wiring for him and all that stuff, because the VQ35 is notorious for his freaking wiring things, because I'm using a 1996 car with a 2005 engine, so there's so many more new wires, like safety features and all these things, because the S14 and the 350Z are two different kind of cars. Like, they're both sports vehicles. They have they're not sedans, but sedans, or sedans. They're not sedans because they have two doors, so they're coupes, right? And it follows with the regulation, because I'm in California, so I'm gonna use the California's like laws against engine swaps, or with engine swaps, because in the California says to do an engine swap, it has to be the same model engine or newer, and if you want a other kind of vehicle engine like I'm trying to do right now, well, if I do have the money, is you have to have it from the same thing. So you can't have a sports vehicle with a sedan, or a sports vehicle with a SUV. So you can't do that. So it has to be on the same category, because you just can't. And after that, you have to have a inspection. Oh my god, that was a hard word to pronounce for some reason. But yeah, you have to have an inspection and all that, and to have it legalized. But you can obviously just not legalize it, but you run the risk of getting caught. And yes, you can run a silencer in your exhaust and all that, but no. Yeah. So that's basically it. And plus, the bad thing is, right now, on the engine swaps, it's because not a lot of people have done it, but the people who they're charging a shitload just to do it for you, because they're the one that did it, so they obviously know the right and the wrong. And yes, if you had the money, I would obviously go with them, but not with the money you don't have. You can do it the swap manually, but no. So let's go into ramps. I would love to get some BBS, but they're expensive. Works, any of those will be pretty sick. Body kits, I'm not gonna run body kits. If I do, it's just gonna be so minimal you guys can't even see it, because the bad thing is right now, I don't want to look like a fucking ricer, because if I don't have a engine swap, if it doesn't sound like the 350Z or already 26, I'm not gonna run a loud ass muffler. Stupid. I'll probably will run an aftermarket, but I'll put a silencer. So you obviously will get more horsepower because it has more open piping and all that stuff. All that stuff. Because if you didn't notice, bigger piping on your exhaust system helps you get about, I have no clue how much horsepower, but it gives you more horsepower, right? So yeah, because I don't want to sound like a ricer, don't want to look like a ricer, because I don't know. And that's true, because I went, one of my cousins told me yesterday, like, because he had a Honda, right? He had I think a VTEC or a Type R Integra or something like that. I have no clue. But he had his car like low to the ground. It's called slammed. It's just a slang word used for a car that's so lowered, like, you can